The clock reads 92 minutes. Canada, the co-host nation, is locked at 0-0 with South Africa in the World Cup round of 32. The ball is headed clear from a South African corner. It falls to Steven Usquillo just outside the box. One touch, one swing of his left foot, and in a single moment, Canadian soccer history is rewritten forever. Steven Usquillo was born in Leamington, Ontario. He plays his club football for FC Porto in Portugal. A central midfielder known for his passing range and composure under pressure, he has been one of Canada's most consistent performers throughout their World Cup campaign. But nothing in his career prepared him for the weight of the moment he just created the biggest goal in Canadian men's soccer history. Let's break down exactly what happened. South Africa's corner is cleared by a Canadian head. The ball drops out of the air toward Usquillo, 20 yards from goal. He does not let it bounce. He catches it perfectly on the volley, his left foot connecting with the ball just as it meets the ground. The shot flies past the South African keeper and nestles into the top corner. Technique, timing, and pure nerve in the 92nd minute. Canada had only qualified for one World Cup before 2026, back in 1986, where they exited without scoring a single goal. They had never won a World Cup match. They had never reached the knockout rounds. Now, as a co-host nation in a stadium full of Canadian fans, with the entire country watching, they have done all three. The 92nd minute goal by Steven Usquillo is not just a winner, it is the most important moment in the history of Canadian soccer. In the group stage, a 92nd minute goal might earn you a draw or a late win. In the knockout rounds, a 92nd minute goal is the difference between advancing and going home. There are no second chances, no next match to make it right. The tension in stoppage time of a knockout match is unmatched because every attack could be your last. Usquillo did not just score a goal, he saved Canada's tournament in the final possible moment. The moment the ball hits the net, the stadium erupts. Usquillo is mobbed by his teammates, the Canadian bench empties, 30,000 Canadian fans in the stadium lose their minds. Across the country, millions of people jump off their couches, scream at their televisions, hug strangers in bars. A moment of total, unfiltered joy for a nation that has waited decades for this feeling. With this win, Canada advances to the round of 16 for the first time in their history. As a co-host nation, they now face one of the toughest tests in football, maintaining momentum against a rested opponent. But here is the thing about momentum. It is real. A 92nd minute winner does not just give you 3 points, it gives you belief. And in knockout football, belief is often the difference between going home and going all the way. Canada entered this World Cup as the quiet co-host. The tournament spans 3 nations, the United States, Mexico, and Canada, and most of the attention fell on the American side of the draw. But Canadian fans showed up. They filled stadiums. They believed. And now, with a 92nd minute winner, Canada has forced the world to pay attention. The quiet co-host is no longer quiet. They have announced themselves on the biggest stage. For every winner, there is a loser. South Africa fought for 92 minutes, defended brilliantly, and were 1 minute away from taking Canada to extra time. 1 minute from a penalty shootout. 1 minute from keeping their World Cup dream alive. Instead, they are going home. That is the brutal reality of knockout football. One moment of magic for one team is a moment of devastation for the other. Steven Usquillo scored a 92nd minute goal that sent Canada to the round of 16 for the first time in their history. A nation of 40 million people celebrated as one. But the journey is not over. The knockout rounds await. And if this team has shown us anything, it is that they do not know how to quit. Canada's World Cup dream is alive, and it took until the 92nd minute to truly begin.